What's up, y'all? It's that one dude, Durag Rico, a.k.a. Oh shit, I'm a gamer dad, a.k.a. K-Con, where you at?
God damn me. It's your boy, K-Con, the controversial king, the nigga with the Windex in his window, the nigga with the air fresheners in his car, smell good 24/7, all the time, anytime, every time. And the man that's not sitting next to me, but on the same show as me, is the infamous Go Ahead.
Remote.
Man, we ain't gonna get into all them titles and all them exclamation point scenarios. This is the one and only Flank Daddy. Father Flank. The master of flanktastical tactical greatness. G-Knight.
He will cut your ass.
Oh,
Paul.
whoa.
Welcome to the Shut My Dope podcast, where we are digital.
Shut my dope.
Where we have been digitally assassinating tangos for years, and we decided to pour it into something a little bit more preserving than just games. We off up in here pouring this into your ears. Shout out to everybody at work listening in on the mic and everything. We're gonna kick this off with Character of the Week, brought to y'all by G.
You know, I was going to say brought to you by Nintendo because I didn't have nothing to do with this character. But Character of the Week.
Presented.
Y'all know him oh so well.
Huh?
Go ahead. You was going to say something?
Oh, no, you got it, man. You got it.
So y'all know him very well. He is the most infamous, but very legendary, but very famous plumber.
Overalls.
With the shiniest plumber boots you've ever seen on a plumber.
Boots?
With one of the cleanest hats. Yes, they're boots, but they look like shoes. They're really boots. Anyway, with the cleanest self-made hat on top of his head, with one of the most infamous, well-known mustaches on his nose. The one and only Mario. Woohoo! That guy right there.
Oh, man. One of the pioneers of the gaming industry, dog. No matter how much he runs, he will not lose weight.
Ain't that something? I've never seen such a thing. What does he eat to where he doesn't lose that weight?
What do you mean?
Besides
Homer.
mushrooms.
Psychedelics?
Homer.
Oh.
Homer eats and runs and is still the same size.
Are you talking about The Simpsons, dog?
He talking about the
Yes.
Simpsons.
You
How do we go from Mario to The Simpsons,
you
man?
becoming real
seen
left
it.
field, dog. You becoming real left field, dog.
You said you never seen it, but you seen it though. You said you never seen it though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Anyways, man, we coming through with Mario. Doing the box office very dirty, knocking them numbers all the way up to have the biggest animated opening weekend for anything based on a video game. Shout out to Mario for preserving the culture. Yes. And so much homage being paid, so many remixes, so much familiar music being heard. It's not, we didn't come here looking for a groundbreaking story. We didn't come here for that.
We didn't come looking for something that was play by play like the game itself.
We didn't come here to look for a side scrolling 2D platformer. We came to look at art and to see what somebody who respects the art, what they can do with it in their own medium they self. It's beautiful, man.
Let me tell you, from start to finish, I loved every bit of it.
It's
from
beautiful,
start
man.
to finish.
It's beautiful,
Start to finish.
All that hate everybody was giving Chris Pratt, and like low key, you know, in the beginning where they had a commercial where they talk with the accents like strong and heavy.
Yes. Yes.
And then after the commercial, he like asking everybody, so what do y'all think about the accent? Fourth wall, man. Fourth wall right there, man. Fourth wall. He knew what
Fourth
y'all was,
wall.
they knew what y'all was thinking when y'all heard him announce to play.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, whole movie looked like a beautiful CGI cutscene, man. This shit is crazy, man. I was about to ask, do y'all think, like, when it come to cutscenes, right? Like how video games had cutscenes back in the day. Do y'all think we have Pixar to thank for that?
I want to make sure we're getting this specified. Are we talking about specifically cutscenes or cutaways?
I'm gonna say cutscenes because that first Toy Story, one giant big ass CGI cutscene, right?
Mm-hmm.
What year did Toy Story come out, Rude? Let me see, man. Let me see what year Toy Story came out.
It was, I believe it was in
98. 98.
Yeah, late 90s.
98.
That's it.
If it came out earlier than that. If it came out earlier than that, I'd be
Toy
surprised.
Story came out in 1995, dog.
I was thinking 95. I kid you not.
Dog, Toy Story came out in 95, dog. It's gotta have something to do with why we start seeing cutscenes everywhere.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Cause PS1 dropped in 96, Sega Genesis.
What?
Probably around that 95 time. Ooh.
Man, I don't know, because you had other movies in development I think that started this. So I'm trying to think.
Like it was one of the
Talking about on Toy Story level.
Toy Story was on a whole nother level, man.
Or you just talking about overall?
Toy Story captured me.
Toy Story was on a whole nother level.
I mean, what I could think close enough to that was A Bug's Life, but I don't know if that came out before or after. I think it came out.
That came out after.
Around the same time.
That came out after.
It
Big
definitely
time after.
It definitely came out
ain't
before.
Wasn't nobody touching Toy Story at the time.
It definitely came out before Bug's Life. So when you look at that, and then let's see, 95. I want to say that the PlayStation either just dropped or was about to drop. You wasn't seeing cutscenes like that at the beginning, man. You wasn't seeing cutscenes like that. Like you get like limited.
Oh,
cutscenes.
1994. That's when it dropped.
That's when the PlayStation 1 dropped.
Yes, 94.
Yep. And then they had to take steps. It was steps until stuff like
December 3rd.
when you start seeing SquareSoft games with those cutscenes, or when you start seeing, because it mostly be like every game had like one cutscene intro. That'd be it. It'd probably be like a minute, 2 minutes. After that, shit, you get to see how the game really look.
Right.
Oh man, shout out to the old school games, man. Shout out to the old school games. But yeah,
So I stopped believing in commercials.
Shout out to Pixar for paving the way, because y'all always just represented for that computer generated graphical movies and shit, man. Y'all the ones that led up to this Mario.
It was definitely captivating.
And even the callbacks to Sonic, even though his first iteration that first movie, it didn't get too much love in the streets. It didn't get too much love in the streets. When they had his eyes split up instead of having like one giant eye.
Had him looking like a rodent. Like, he don't look like Sonic.
Man. Shout out to everybody at it's called Illumination, I think. Is that what it's called?
Illumination. Illumination Studios, I think.
Illumination Studios, the ones who made the Despicable Me's and everything. Shout out to y'all, man.
The Minions and all them.
Because like y'all got Mario looking like basically y'all bring what we seen on that Nintendo 64 cartridge in that box to
I ain't
life.
gonna lie, Mario looked a lot more realistic. Not realistic, but looked more believable than he did on the game, because they put a comparison with him off the game, and then him on the movie.
About, Super 64 Mario?
Oh no, just the Mario on the games. Basically, they saying that they cut off his ass in the movie.
Yeah,
because on the game he was round. He wasn't tall and slim like Luigi. He was a little bit more round.
Yeah,
Mario Sunshine.
You know, it's
Sunshine.
like you. I don't know if y'all noticed, but like whenever they have digital actors, you could see a little bit of like, I don't know if they did. I don't think they did any motion capture. I don't know though.
Yeah, no, that's all. That
was too much movement. That was way too much movement.
It was
that's straight
digital.
CGI.
Yeah.
That's all
straight animated.
Type CGI
all
type.
animated.
Yeah.
So like
that's just like when they make any type of.
I
think you have to have like a real life.
I want to say they use motion capture for the facial expressions though. Because I could see some Jack Black in Bowser's face. I could see it.
Right.
You know, you can see it in his expression, his mannerisms and such. Unless they just like animated it.
I don't think they have to though, because you got to think of any other cartoon that they make. It's all just voiceover, and they create the animations themselves.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dope. Who's not with us today.
Shout out to Dope B. I don't know. He might pop up at any time.
He might make it. He might make it.
He got the ticket. Oh, he said he was. That mean.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Dope B. He is out here. He is a gamer, and he is out here. I think he is baking a lovely cake out here. If y'all know what I mean, you know what I'm saying. In the streets, caking is romancing. That the beginning of a romance in certain communities is called caking.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Dope B.
I hope it's cupcakes. They shouldn't be making no cake yet.
If he come in here, I'm hitting a Lil Wayne. I don't got the official sound effect yet, but I'm gonna try my best to imitate it. But yeah, man, especially, that leads me on. Like, got me thinking about family shit. You know, caking leads to families if y'all do it right out there in these streets. But
oh man, come on,
you know what I'm saying? If you bake that cake, you make some cupcakes on the side. You know, get that icing on there just right. You know what I'm saying? But oh man,
they don't mean it that way. Please don't take what he just said out of context.
Like I was
just using an analogy.
Like I was
for
saying,
those.
Like I said in my intro earlier, man. As a gamer dad, a dad who games, a gamer who is also a dad, whatever you want to say, taking the kids go see Mario and having them appreciate this gaming shite that we love so much, dog. It just puts a smile on my face, man, and it shows that this is more than just something that they seen in a preview in a movie. It's like Mario is one of my first games that I ever had. I had an original Nintendo. And
that's everybody, man. Even the duck shooting game, everybody first. Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, I'm gonna start with you, K-Con. Your first experience with Mario, your earliest experience that you can remember with Mario, what was it, man?
Man, they're not that Nintendo. The Nintendo, Super Nintendo? Yeah, my Super Nintendo. That was my first experience with Mario. On my Super Nintendo.
You remember what you did? You remember what you did?
Yeah, just played. That was it.
Like, did you
just playing?
Did you make it past the first level, or did you die, or you can't remember?
Yeah. I mean, as far as I remember, what's the stage with the water? I don't remember the stage. I don't remember any names or anything. I think it's like the stage 2 or stage 3. I want to say
you could get to the water potentially on the third stage if you hit those tunnels a certain way. If you hit those plumbing pipes a certain way.
It was the water. That's all I remember. And then the little fire rotating things. That's all I remember.
Yeah, the fires that's spinning around. Gee, what about
that's all I remember.
You got any early memories with Mario?
I'm gonna tell you, my earliest memory of Mario is my first ever experience of video games. Period.
Oh, this is monumental for you.
So very, very. My cousin, 10 years older than me at the time. Let me see. This was when the Super Nintendo came out.
Hard.
So he was playing it on the big TV in Grandma's living room, and it was nighttime, and I think it was a school week. But I hear somebody. You called it. Hey, you called it.
He got icing on his shirt. He got icing on his shirt.
I played
too much frosting.
I gotta ask you a serious.
The whole time, dog.
I gotta ask you a serious question, Dobie, man.
Y'all in the middle of a podcast, not right now.
K-Con, man, come on.
I was just gonna ask how you feeling, man. That's it.
Hey, K-Con on the side quest right now.
Come on, man. You can do this after the recording, man. Come on, man. Come on, K-Con, man. We can do this.
He said he loves side quests.
We can do this after the show, man. This ain't a romance podcast, man.
Man, you already called. You the one that gave allergy about baking cakes.
The folks probably wanted to know why Dope B wasn't off up in the intro. I was just giving like a quick spiel and got back to it.
Man, you went into a whole thing. We're talking about family and all that, man.
You could
dumb.
It led into the
man.
gamer dad, man. It led into the gamer dad situation. But you cut G's story's throat. I heard G saying that he got introduced by his cousin
on a school night.
Yeah, man. So the favorite cousin was playing that Super Mario on the Super Nintendo. I can't tell you which level, which stage, because like I said, this was my first ever time being introduced to video games. You hear me?
Cocaine.
So I'm watching them playing. Me and my other first cousin, we watching our big cousin play the game. All I remember was our grandma telling us, y'all know it's time for y'all to go to bed. She was talking to me and my first cousin because we was the youngest. Yep. And all I remember was my big cousin. He acted like he turned the game off. And before he turned the game off, it was Mario standing in front of Boo, the ghost. But I think it was the boss ghost. I don't want to call him King Boo because he didn't have the crown on his head. It was just a bigger version of Boo. And I remember he just cut the TV off, and then we walked away and went to our rooms. I could not sleep that whole night.
That shit was petrifying. Big Boo was petrifying.
It was petrifying. I'm sitting in the bed like, what was our cousin about to beat? It looked like what was that? I didn't know it looked like a ghost.
Big ass.
The only
blanket.
ghost I knew at the time was Casper.
A big ass blanket.
So I think my cousin, he snuck out of the room and he went back to the living room, waited till our grandma passed out, and then got back on the game. Of course, we couldn't leave. Because, we didn't want to get in trouble. We were scared of grandma, but he wasn't.
She gonna make you pick out a switch.
Man, branch, yeah,
He said branch?
Skinny branch. Yeah, off the tree.
Yeah, they would make them nunchuck sounds when she slang it around.
It's a tree, not a bush. Not a bush, a tree.
Tree. She had a tree in the front yard. Big tree. Go pick a branch off of there. And she said if you wouldn't get the big one, she knew it wouldn't have did nothing. So she went and picked out the skinniest one.
Shout out to the grandmas of the tough love. Shout out to them. It's all love.
Mm-hmm. At least luckily I didn't get hit by it. It was just my cousin.
Yeah, at least she didn't soak that bad boy. If she would have soaked it. It's over for you.
Oh man, this is a child abuse seminar now. Oh shit.
Anyway, that was my experience with Mario, and then it just took off from there. First game ever seen and played was strictly Nintendo. Before Sony and Sega and them came into the picture. So yeah, that was me.
So you got your gamer card with Mario, man. That is crazy, man. I can't be surprised because that is we all around that like early 30s. So this is around that time when Mario was reigning. Like about about 30 years ago when he kicked it off. But Dover, you got any stories about your first time experience with Mario?
My first experience with Mario was Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo.
Hard.
When I was 4 years old playing that game.
Hard.
Going crazy. I mean, like, I think I was in elementary school at the time too. So it was just like, come home, do your little homework. If you had any, hop straight on that game every day. I think it's like one of the things that like really got me was like how the worlds were different. Every world was different.
The diversity.
It's like way too diverse. Even like the secret worlds.
The way how you zoom out and see a bunch of different shit.
Yeah, and it had like a bunch of like secret worlds where it's like okay, for example, you beat like the first area, but then on your like while you're beating it, you're like, what the hell does this box mean? What the hell? Why can't I get this box? It's like, oh, you ain't got the skill for it yet. That's why, or you didn't unlock it, or you didn't like unlock the box yet.
Yup.
And you only unlock it in like, let's say, for example, you got to do something special in the third area to unlock that box. And then you go all the way back after you unlock the box in the third area, go all the way back to the first area, hit that same level. And then you hit that box and then like let's say like a vine or something pops out.
You grab it.
That vine up, climb all the way up. And then you in a whole like different part of the stage.
I'm having nostalgia attacks. You all up in the clouds and shit.
Like, oh my God. This game is amazing. This game is
You know
amazing.
what? I just learned something. I didn't know Mario. Y'all think Mario was the first one to do that in games?
As far as what?
As far as when you can't get to a certain item or a certain area.
I want to say
until you go further into the game and then you go back.
I want to say Metroid made it.
It was either him or I say either him or Zelda. One of them did it first.
Zelda, Metroid did it. I want to say Castlevania did it too. I want to say it was becoming common in games.
Okay, you know what? Zelda did do it because I actually played the first ever Zelda.
Top down.
Somehow without a map, I beat that bitch.
Top down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's would you go so far to say that the way how the lands in between on Elden Ring made us feel like that's how that Super Mario World was for its time?
Not as like ridiculously challenging, but yeah, pretty much.
This shit is.
If I remember right, the first area was just like like kind of basic forest type area. Yep. Well, not forest, but like meadows, I guess.
Legendary music. Yep.
And
Running
then,
through the woods.
And then the second area,
in the
I would
mountains,
say that's more like probably like a desert, more like a desert.
Yep.
And then the third area, that's like caves. The fourth area is actually like the forest, like a deep forest.
Dog, it's an epic fucking world, dog. They wouldn't. You probably wouldn't see.
Insane.
Like I never did. Like back when I had a Super Nintendo, I never had none of the manuals because you just grab the cartridge. You know what I'm saying? So like I wouldn't know what it'd be like to have the box that comes with those games with the manuals. So I never read any Mario manuals before on Super Nintendo. But I don't know if they was describing it.
It had one.
I probably didn't.
I don't think it had one. I mean,
I think games just came in boxes.
Cause
I had some basic like gameplay stuff or something, but as far as like strategy, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was like, I don't know if it was like a hood thing or what. Cause like in the streets, you don't see too many games in their rightful cases with the manuals and everything. But
something else I gotta say about that game.
Go ahead.
I wasn't I didn't learn all those secrets by myself. You want to know who learned? You want to know who found those secrets out? And I pretty much just followed suit.
This one of your gaming mentors?
It's actually my older sister, my oldest sister, who actually found that shit
hard
long before I did.
Man.
So if any of y'all think women don't play games, hey, I got some stories for you. I got a lot of stories for you.
This is one of the smoothest.
Tell you, look, she was the first one to find them secrets. She was the first one to beat that game.
Smooth shout. Shout out.
I pretty much just copied what she was doing, and I beat that game.
Shout out to all the real female gamers out there, not the ones just doing it for social media attention and such.
Yeah.
Not them Candy Crush gamers, nah.
That man said,
nah, y'all don't count.
Crush. Oh my!
Shout out to all the females.
Almost every little secret she found in that mug.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Only thing I got on was the star shit with all the Yoshis. I think that's the only thing.
Star World is hard as fuck.
Yeah. Other than that, no. Everything in that game she found first.
That'll work.
And I just followed suit.
I love it.
That'll work, man. I love her.
Damn.
I love her and shit like that because, the Nintendo that I first played, I played Mario on the first Nintendo, big ass cartridge, basic Nintendo where it only had
the gray and purple. Gray and purple.
Nah, gray and purple was the Super. The one that I had was gray, black, and with red lettering on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like where that motherfucker, it pop open like a cassette player, and you just stick the giant cartridge off up in there. The colors on it was basic too. It had like red, white, brown. It only had a limited amount of colors on there. The first Mario. But I think it was.
Orange and shit.
It was my mom's Nintendo, man. Yeah.
Like the old one, yo, from the 80s.
Yeah, the first
mid 80s,
the NES, not the Super NES, the NES, the OG
NES
version.
that came out in 1986. Mm-hmm.
That's the only game we ever had on it. That's the only game we ever had
both
on
of them,
it, dog. And
cause that's where I had Duck Hunt. Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about.
Blocks. Was it
I know what you're talking
blocks?
about.
So I'm just a little kid, you know. It got those. You only really needed 2 buttons to play. I just remember running,
That's true.
hitting that block, getting that mushroom popping, and jumping straight into that first hole. Jumping straight into that first hole. Like, what the fuck?
I remember my Nintendo because that was the one that used to flip. You press a button and it flipped up. It flipped up and you slide it. Yeah, I remember my shit.
Yeah, the first one, man. That's
Because I had the orange duck hunting gun.
Dog,
I thought that shit was so clean back then.
Dog,
I really thought it was clean back then.
dog,
It was back then.
it was revolutionary to aim some shit at the screen, and the cursor was just on there, dog. It was just on there.
Yeah, you see the little dog
That was
running
the
through the grass
Nintendo
at the
Wii
bottom.
before the Nintendo Wii.
Oh man,
Yep.
yeah, that way ahead of their time, man. Way ahead of their time, man. But
I got a little quick question, real quick, before we segue.
I was about to say, Dover, did you have anything to say about the Mario movie? We had talked about it like earlier, but if you want the
That movie was fire, yo.
flame emojis,
I'm giving that mug
Thank
10
you.
stars. I'm
Flame
giving it
emoji.
10 stars, dog.
10 stars. I like the
Power
pun.
stars, dog. Yeah,
I ain't
pun
seen it
10.
yet, but when I see it, when I see it,
Say, if they wanted to, they can make their own little like Nintendo cinematic universe if they
G
wanted to.
beat you to it. G beat you to
I
it.
would.
G beat you to it. Hey,
Yeah, he know already.
did you see that picture
He know
that G
already.
posted off up in the chat where they showed, I don't know if it's real or fake, where they showed the game plan for the Nintendo cinematic universe?
Man,
It's-
hold on,
They're trying to
I'm
be like
check.
Marvel with
Yeah,
it.
it's in the PlayStation chat. It's a picture off up in there, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
It is.
But yeah,
I fully
They got it
support
planned
that.
out.
I would fully support that.
whoa, man.
Oh,
This
of course.
shit-
They got a lot. They got a lot of them.
This shit is beautiful. There's so many ideas that they could come up with. And y'all see,
They got a lot of characters.
I don't know what the critics was talking about earlier, but as y'all can see, some people that's been playing Mario ever since they were shit, I don't even know, man. Ever since before we even knew how to read, we was playing Mario, man. I know before I knew how to read whatever was going on the screen, I just knew how to press start and run sideways. That's all I knew how to do. And jump.
know
Listen,
that
when I went to go see it, I seen 50-year-olds in there, 40s, 30s, 20s, and 10s.
Generation.
Mario's touching everybody's soul. He is touching everybody's soul.
Generational, man.
A
Generational.
lot of the age range.
I'ma
was
definitely
big
check
in
it
that,
out.
man.
Oh yeah,
Age
God.
range was big
Like
in that
I
movie.
said, it ain't really nothing to spoil, but you can expect.
Nah.
You can expect damn near every mechanic to get a cameo off up in there.
Yes.
I was gonna ask y'all: is there anything else other than Mario on that Super Nintendo that had you in the headlock?
That
Any
first,
other game?
that first
Ooh.
Donkey Kong.
That's the only one I remember.
Ooh, I had a few.
that first.
I got a few.
Oh shit! Hold on. We gotta order this shit
Primal
right.
Rage.
Hey, go ahead and start it off, K-Con. Give me like 3 hot games on your what? You said Nintendo?
The Super Nintendo.
All right, 3 hot games on the Super Nintendo, dog. Go ahead. You start out, dog.
Primal Rage.
It's a fighting game.
Remember the ones with the dinosaurs and
It had graphics like Killer Instinct.
yes.
I remember
Killer
seeing
Instinct
it
was
on the
another one.
arcades.
X-Men. Primal Rage. Killer Instinct.
Which X-Men?
Apocalypse. X-Men. One with Apocalypse.
Children of the
What
Atom?
was it called? No.
Is it a
Oh,
beat 'em
what
up
is it
or a
called?
fighting game?
It's an arcade game.
Yeah.
dog.
It's a beat 'em up or a
Yeah.
fighting game?
It's a beat 'em up.
It's a beat 'em up. You might be talking about
The one that was at Chuck E.
Something,
Cheese.
something apocalypse. Something
Mutant.
apocalypse.
You might be talking about Mutant Apocalypse.
Yes, that's the one.
The one that
You
had
can play
Nightcrawler.
you can play as like Colossus and shit, right?
Yes, bro. That one right
Yeah.
there.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Headlock.
That was your 3
Them
K
my-
cut? That was your
That
3.
was my 3. Primal Rage, Killer Instinct. And I used to, man.
Dover,
Oh, my
you
goodness.
got 3 of them, Dover? You got 3?
I told you the first one, Super Mario World. That's one.
Legendary.
The second one is Street Fighter 2.
KO.
The third one,
He hit that whole time.
I love the game, man.
yeah, Street Fighter 2. Even though they made like maybe I think 3 or 4 different versions of it, but hey, as a whole, yes.
When it first hit,
I think which one did I have? I think it was like the World Tour, World Championship, something like that.
Yeah.
They didn't have like Bison and none of them on there, so it was just like maybe 8 or 9 characters.
Said he was strictly a boss.
Him and the 4 kings were strictly bosses. And that third one, that third one, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Because you got Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
Oh my God, you took one from me.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with that. Turtles in Time. You had Super Punch Out. It was that Power Ranger game based on the movie.
Man, that Batman.
I'm gonna go with that one.
The fucking Batman.
Oh, you talking about the Batman with the Mortal Kombat?
The movie.
Hold up, man.
Batman,
We can't cut off Dover like that, man. Let me relax, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Power Rangers. I'm gonna pick that Power Ranger game to beat 'em up.
I still play that to this day.
To beat 'em up where you running around in the streets.
Yes.
Yes.
The nastiest of chokehold. You know what? Fun fact: I never owned that game.
I'm about to say the same thing. I had
like,
people in the neighborhood.
It was a constant rental
Yo,
every time. Yo. Constant.
Oh man, everybody in the neighborhood had it, and when my cousins them had it, I would be like, "What y'all doing, man? Can I come spend the night at y'all house?" Man, I'm trying to play.
Oh, you was one of them. You want to spend time with your cousins. You want to play the game.
Oh man, y'all can play with me if you want, man. Come on, man.
Oh wait.
Pause, man.
Pause,
okay.
Pause.
That game was a constant rental.
Dog, man, that's big. That goes.
And you want another fun fact?
Go ahead, man.
Remember how I told you Super Mario World? My sister was the one who did all the shit in that one.
Yup.
Uh-oh.
My second sister was actually like co-oping that game with me.
Man, this man comes
the Power Ranger game.
This man comes from a family of gamers, man. This man is from a family of gamers.
Female gamers.
They don't game no more. But yeah,
tragic.
Back then, yeah,
They was there to start your journey, my guy.
Responsibilities, but yeah,
they put that dope in your face.
yeah.
Shout out to
My
responsibilities.
second sister, yeah, my second sister used to co-op that Power Ranger game.
Man, when Zach used to hit that Mastodon special move.
Man. Shout out to Power Rangers as a whole, man. I think they had our souls. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It had mine.
I had mine, bro. It had mine for life.
Like the tightest chokehold.
From that guitar riff. I can't, man. I'm gonna relax, man. I can't get it.
Bro, I still got the song in my head right now. Y'all keep doing your thing, man.
Power Rangers!
It's not even that. It's the first stage. I still know that song.
I had to see, but I do have pleasant memories of that game. I never did finish it because I was like, shit, damn near probably like 4 or 5. And unlike Dober, who had older siblings, I was the oldest, so I'm the one learning all this shit, paving the way and shit. I'm the first one to jump off of that first drop on Mario after that plumbing pipe. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn shit raw with those games, man. But let's see. G, did you put 3 on that Super Nintendo yet?
Like I told you, my first introduction to gaming was watching my cousin play the Super Nintendo. So I didn't have it. I didn't have no type of system until I saw him play.
Bet.
My first system was the N64. That's when I was of age for my family to be like, okay, he can own a video game console.
You got 3 games on that N64 that had you in the chokehold.
Oh, of course.
Say banjo. You better say banjo.
You know, this is going to substitute me not having the Super Nintendo. You already know what's at the top.
You say what?
He better not say that. I'm gonna let you rock.
What happened? I missed the joke.
He said he couldn't let you cook.
I'm gonna let you rock. I just hope you don't say.
Oh no, this is N64 politics. I don't know if I'm deep in it like that.
N64, you know, 1998 Game of the Year, that Ocarina of Time.
Oh,
that Ocarina of Time is up there. The second one,
playing through it now.
I was just
the second one. The second one is GoldenEye.
Coldest
all the
menu
homies
music
came over.
in the existence of gaming. That violin, hard.
And then I'm gonna say for my third one, the also classic Super Mario 64.
Some of the most melodic and peaceful lounge music when you running through that castle.
And an honorable mention, Mario Party, the very first one.
I was finna say Mario Party. I love Mario Party.
That shit caused fights.
Putting them full controller ports, putting them ports to the test.
Me and my cousins fought over that motherfucker.
Putting those Nintendo 64 ports to the test, man.
No, but see, when it came to Mario Party, we thought all the characters had different abilities for some reason. We was way ahead of our time thinking, so we always wanted to play Mario or Donkey Kong because we thought there was an advantage with them too.
Because they was the stars.
Yeah. Yep. And then sure enough, they was the big stars on the movie.
Oh man, shout out to them because that Donkey Kong 64 was flames too. I only got to play it.
I didn't have that one. My cousin had that one.
Yeah, I only got to play it 2 times, but from what I was playing, I was like, oh shit, this is that.
You know what? Star Fox 64 is an honorable mention too. Very honorable.
It's Super Smash Bros.
Was Star Fox was it a platformer and like vehicular combat at the same time too?
Yes.
Yeah.
The later ones did, yeah.
Yeah, the later ones, yeah.
Star Fox 64 was a space combat pretty much.
I think no.
You had like one of the stages where you was on the land too. Yeah. And then you had another stage where you was underwater in the submarine. Well, not a submarine, but it's like a custom made marine type vehicle underwater. So yeah, you had depending on which planets you go to, they had different vehicles.
Bet.
I forgot the names of them. All I remember is the R-Wing. That's it.
Stage was hard as shit, by the way.
Which one?
The one where you like driving in a tank or something.
Yeah, and you got to chase that damn train. Oh man, that fucking train.
I just remember seeing it on G4 on Cinematech one time. I never did play it before.
You never play Star Fox?
I never did play it. My cousins and them had the 64. They had the 64.
No lie.
I was a PlayStation kid. That PSX.
I was straight Nintendo before I got that PlayStation.
Yeah, I was a PSX child, the PSX. But I'll run down.
My spoiled ass had both of them. So.
That shit sound like heaven.
I didn't get that spoiled yet.
That shit sound like game in heaven with that little ass TV too. I know that shit was good. I know that shit was
that
good.
little TV with the big butt on the back of it.
It was on 2 different TVs. So.
Oh man, he didn't have to share the TV.
This made
it was like one. I had one in my room. That's for the PlayStation. And I had like a TV in like the other room, which is where everybody watched TV at.
I know what you mean, though. I had the same thing when I had my Nintendo in the room, and then I had another TV in like the living room area on the floor. That's what my PlayStation 1 was.
Hard. I'll run
Demos out the ass.
I'll run through my 3 Super Nintendos. I'll bring it back one more generation again. Let's see. Final Fight. The intro music just remind me of like a 90s TV show where people just beating the ass and shattering glass everywhere.
That shit was a 90s action movie.
It was, dog, with Hagar slamming the phone like, where my niggas at? He didn't say niggas, but he hit up Guy and Cody like, what's good? And
these niggas was in the gym training.
Jessica. But yeah, man, shout out to Capcom for that. And let's see, next I'm gonna do I'm gonna throw a curveball out there. The Tick had a game on Super Nintendo.
I had it.
That motherfucker was so hard
Sick.
and long pause. I used to,
Thank you for calling that, sir. Thank you for
you
calling
be
that.
thinking when you finna beat a game in like a nice session, you be like, damn, I've been beating every level. Damn, I'm cutting through this shit. Like, dog, it's like you fight so many ninjas on that game, man. But that game was like hours and hours and hours, man. I need to find a way how to get back in touch with those games again. And let me see, my last one. I'm gonna do. Would I be cheating if I said that that Super Mario All Stars cartridge? That Super Mario All Stars cartridge
That's all of them.
It had
everything.
It had 1, 2, even 3 where you picking up cherries and throwing it across the screen and shit. And it had Super Mario World on there too. So it was crazy, man. And I pretty much all those games except for the Tick. Like Final Fight, and then with Mario, I was co-oping with my sister too. I was co-oping with my sibling too.
Hey.
So we was running through there cause I want to say Super Mario 2, or shit, was that 3 where he had the raccoon tail? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, that was 3.
3 had a versus
had
mode.
All the special shit.
3 had
all the special shit.
Dog, 3 had a versus mode where y'all could like I don't know, it's like y'all two in like a block room, and like enemies just keep coming from the top, and y'all like doing battle with each other. It was crazy, man. That shit was crazy. I ain't never seen no verses like that. That's my 3 for Super Nintendo, man. That shit was like, man. I could go on for hours about how this shit was like, oh my god, what is this? Because that was like the first time I was just like holding something in my hand, doing all types of crazy shit. And I was like, man, this is like letting my imagination just go crazy. I was just like, I'm jumping in the air, I'm flying. First time damn near everybody flew was probably on a video game, man. Like, to be able to just like float up into the air, and then if you learn your techniques and shit right, you can do advanced maneuvers with Mario, man. Shout out to him, man. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know if y'all noticed, but in the movie, the same way how I was saying I ran straight off into that drop, Mario was doing the same shit when Princess Peach was teaching him like basically his new mechanics in the world with the obstacle courses.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, man. That's the vibes that you get when you first hold that controller for the first time. Like, what? That fucking Venus flytrap just snatched me, and I tried to jump over it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I ran straight into a missile.
I bust out laughing when that part came up.
I fucking cried, dog.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, there was certain parts on that movie, I probably was the only one laughing.
Deep cuts, man. Deep cuts. Deep
There was
cuts.
a lot of parts. I think it was a lot of parts that flew over people's heads in that movie.
Yeah.
You know,
like I think I told y'all the other day, the thing with Donkey Kong when he got knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
He said he played his theme.
They played the old Mario vs. Donkey Kong theme.
Yeah, that definitely went past me.
When you say old Mario vs. Donkey Kong, you talking about that game, like the game that was on like
the one
Atari and
one
shit?
where you had to. The one where you had to jump over the barrels.
Jump over the barrels and climb up the ladders. Yep.
Just to get to Peach. Yeah,
yep.
It was that one.
And it's in the old game, the original, it wasn't even Peach. That's what some people don't know.
Whoever that was.
Yeah. No. They eventually made Peach, but I'm saying the original, I think the game was just called Donkey Kong. And now it was Mario vs. Donkey Kong. They tried to, evolutionize.
Had to get that brand. Well, when Mario got his name up, they had to put him on there. Had to put him on the card.
Right. He ain't the plumber no more.
Had to put him on the card, man. Let me see, man. What else we got? I know we got more topics and everything, because I know we went on.
Of course.
This here was like a bunch of extra stuff with all of the retro.
Committed to Mario. Yeah, committed to Mario.
Y'all ain't talk about the. You ain't talk about Bowser playing the piano, did you?
Listen, I told him about that days ago. When they was talking about how Luigi, was it Luigi or was they talking about Mario? They was talking about one of them. It was like, there's a human in here, and he, go on. Dun, 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 dun. I was like, ah!
Oh, when he started playing the tunnel theme. When he started playing the tunnel theme.
Right. Like you instantly felt his tone changed. Just like how the stage was a change of tone from the first stage.
It touched you in the chest, like because you go from that sunshine horizon and shit, hitting that castle. You like, yeah, I got the flag on the castle. Yeah, then he go into that pipe, and it's dark.
Dun-dun. Bro, I almost stood up out my seat when that part came out. I was like, oh, let me sit down.
Oh man.
Yeah, I bust out laughing when I heard that one. Like his whole attitude changed.
Because he went ham with it, though.
I was about to say, y'all think that Jack Black, like the way how he was like spilling his soul on all them notes and shit, y'all think that when they was making the theme music for these songs and video games, they be doing the same thing?
Maybe.
Whoever made the soundtrack to Super Mario World, they was off up in there crying while they was making those beats, man. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, man. Had to be. Zelda music too.
Woo!
Especially when you had all these games that had the silent protagonists and the music had to do more speaking than anything.
Oh, lovely.
Shout out to all the composers and producers.
That man still don't talk.
Hey, they need to keep it that way. They need to keep it that way.
Yeah, I don't think I can handle him talking. It's been so long.
He strictly communicates through ad libs.
Right?
Yeah. Like he been silent since I've been alive, dog. I don't think I can handle him speaking.
Oh man.
They did my boys Tom and Jerry wrong. Now they can talk. Oh.
Yeah, the movie kind of took away with that.
Yeah.
Man. It was funny when Tom had a randomly human voice whenever he yelled, though, back in the day.
Right.
like a grown man, dog.
That shit would be hilarious. That shit would be hilarious, man.
You need to find that sound. Put it in your soundboard.
Oh yeah, and the callback to the last episode, Dover, you said that you wanted Orlando Bloom to play Link.
No.
I thought you said Link. You know Orlando Bloom played Legolas in Lord of the Rings.
That's him?
Yeah, he had a blonde hair.
That was him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, the older one, yeah. I'll take that.
Yeah, not
just like him. Shit.
Yeah, Legolas.
Not the young one though. Not the young one.
Yeah, the older one. Yeah.
It was messing with me. I was like, man, what is his name? And I don't know why I didn't want to look it up. I was just thinking, I just kept going, Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp. Then I popped up, but
keep that nigga out. Keep that nigga out of it. I don't think he can hit that role no more.
You talking about Jack Sparrow?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah. I don't know. It seemed like it take a lot of energy to play Jack Sparrow. This nigga was like eccentric as hell, and you got to make sure you do your stretches because he was doing all types of crazy movements. But let's see what else we got on the topic list. What else we got? G came with most difficult platinum trophy achieved.
Now this is personal. I'm talking about everybody.
Now I wanted to ask real quick to get this out the way, K-Con.
What you about to ask, man?
Do you have any platinum trophies, man?
Nah.
I think you said he had one. Oh, he don't. Oh.
Now you set him up.
Not
The
that I
way
know
you
of.
said it though.
Yeah, you set him up, boy. You know he ain't got no platinums.
Oh man,
I really thought he had at least one.
oh man.
It might be one. I
heard that. This nigga ignorant.
I just wanted to ask because you know, man, I've been playing with you a little minute, and you strike me.
Huh? Whoa. Watch yourself, man.
You strike me.
Watch what you say.
You strike me as as a sampler out here in these streets, unless it's a Madden trophy or something. You know what I'm saying?
A demo demolisher.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you can platinum that.
It sound
Nah,
like
you
Is that
can.
even possible?
You
platinum
can, and it's
Madden?
hard. It's just too. It's too hard.
yeah, it sound like they were
Ain't
trying to
worth
put
it.
that shit in a way to make it almost impossible.
Which one do you think is more possible? Trying to platinum a Madden game or platinum in a Grand Theft Auto game?
Let's see.
I think
Most
Not
Madden
Madden.
might be easy.
Probably Grand Theft
Madden might be
Auto.
easier.
Nah.
I
Nah,
think
it's
Madden
not.
seemed like it come naturally if you.
I feel like all you got to do is play the damn game.
yeah, like
You gotta
if
do
you just
something.
if you do a little something in every mode, you're gonna get there naturally. It seemed like it.
Yeah, like franchise type of shit.
Nah.
I remember seeing
Nope.
when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out. I remember seeing their trophy list. That has something to do with leaderboards too.
You have-
Yeah, Grand Theft
You
Auto
have
4
to
had
do-
some of the most impossible trophies because it was for modes that nobody played.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. That online shit.
Everybody
Ugh.
was just at the airport shooting at each other with rockets. That's it on Grand Theft Auto 4 online. I'm so happy that 5 went in another direction, but it still ended up getting stale because the shit is just old. GTA 5 is old. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it is.
PS3 game.
Like these, like the
Yeah,
crowds
it came out like a little bit after high school, didn't it?
the crowds that's playing this game, it's like they not gamers. This is something different. The people that's like stuck on Grand Theft Auto, they is playing with fucking dolls, dog. I don't know what to call that shit, man. They like playing dress up on there, man. I don't know, man.
You know, it's kind of like I don't know if you remember on PS3, but PlayStation at Home is just like that, but Grand Theft Auto style.
Yeah, it's like that, and like I don't know if it's just because if you hop on and stream it, and if you act outrageous enough, the numbers gonna go up. I don't know if people is just there for the numbers, but
I don't know what people
We-
find interesting about.
we all relaxed on Grand Theft Auto years ago, dog. Years ago, and
Yeah.
the tragedy in it is that I believe that Red Dead 2 was a better game, but they decided to put the money into Grand Theft Auto.
Redemption 2.
Yeah, Red
Get that
Dead,
detail.
Red Dead
That
Redemption
much
2.
detail.
Red Dead, yeah, because that would
Could have been something. It could have been something.
Come on, man,
And,
that was the closest to Django we had.
they still riding GTAs.
I had my dude looking just like me, man. Come on, man, y'all fell for that, man.
couldn't even get the damn clothes because the shit was so expensive. Like, I'd be damn. You gotta pay $100.
Yeah, that shit
You
really.
gotta pay $100 for a little shirt. You ain't even you can't even earn money like that. No,
How y'all
dog.
let microtransactions inflate the in-game economy, man? Come on, man.
Right.
To see the true ending, you have to buy the DLC.
I need
Man,
developers
you
to
better
take
blame
notes
Fortnite
from,
for that shit.
I need developers to take notes from Insomniac because unlockables. I appreciate games so much. Yep, I appreciate games so much more when you can unlock a bunch of shit instead of having payables. Payables are just I mean,
Cheat codes.
the kids, this ain't even cheat codes because cheat codes was a whole cult. Like cheat codes had its own section in the gaming culture back then, dog. Like flipping to the back of a Tips and Tricks magazine or looking through, finding one of them cheat books at the Scholastic Book Fair, the shits that was thick as hell. Or
Oh
like,
no, I didn't necessarily
Bible,
mean a cheat code. I just meant that's their way of cheating to get to whatever it is they trying to get to without having to put in the hours to earn it.
yeah, that's some new age instant gratification type shit. Like
Okay, let me not say cheat. Let me say cheap with a P at the end. Cheap.
what you mean?
Man, you gotta pay to play.
To buy your
all it
unlockable
is
versus
today.
just unlocking the unlockables, that's cheap to me.
Yeah, man, I'd rather put.
It don't feel as rewarding.
I'd rather be rewarded for my skills than just yeah, man, I want to unlock the whole game right now. They be saying that it's to save time, but shit, if you ain't brushing up on your skills, it make this shit nasty, man. Then people be saying that a game is trash when they got to go earn something. Shout out to Elden
Because
Ring.
then they don't they have DLC for the Resident Evil 4 remake where you can buy the exclusive tickets?
Yeah.
to get the exclusive unlock. Man, I'm not doing that
get
shit.
the upgrades and everything.
I'm gonna earn that shit.
Shout out to whoever buying that. I can't relate.
The tickets aren't even that hard to earn, dog.
Right.
Not.
All you gotta do is like combine your treasures.
Just save up.
Find your treasures and combine your treasures.
Yeah.
And save up on your spinal.
Treasures to do that. Your shit. Get the money right.
Spinal.
Bro,
that's what I call them. I'm sure they call something else.
Either use the money to get the full upgrade, or you can complete your little side quests to get spinal.
Get your spinal.
Today's game society, folks are running to YouTube tips and tricks. Folks are running to the popular things.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to earn nothing no more, man.
Me personally, I still care about. I still like the way how we all say how we started in gaming. Gaming was fun because we seen. At first, when we was kids, we was probably just like, ooh, buttons can do stuff. And then, like, I think now as adults, whenever I see y'all play stuff, we like the style of games and making the skill, like brushing up on skills in games, man. That's like part of my joy of the shit. Like the experience and like learning the skill and seeing what I can do with that skill. And whenever you turn that shit into, hey, if you pay, it'll make you better.
Nah.
That's the
immediate no.
The only thing I want to pay is in getting XP, real life experience with the shit. I want to.
There you go.
That's what I want to pay. But you want to make everybody come out of their pocket and be like, "Yep, if you do this, you'll get a skin that'll blend in with everything." Shout out to.
But I just paid $65 for this game.
Shout out to my little brother, man.
Don't do him like that. Don't do him.
I was there that day.
I got all the skins.
Oh man, tragic.
I got all the skins.
Tragic trill story for the audience. My brother spent all of his allowance, at least in one whole semester, on skins for the first Warzone, and when he found out that they didn't carry over into Warzone 2, I laughed.
That shit broke his heart.
It hurt me a little bit. Cause I would want my money back. I would hit up PlayStation. Hey,
shattered.
So yeah, man.
I would be shattered, boy.
I say that to say this. On that Resident Evil remake, you don't have to spend all that shit on them gun tickets. All you gotta do is learn how to aim for that kneecap so you don't waste your ammo. Walk up behind that priest or that cultist. Hit that context sensitive button. Watch Leon do that magic from that he learned from. I don't know if he learned it from Guile or Zangief. I'm betting that he was playing Street Fighter and he seen that shit. Next thing you know, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
All right, mate.
So in other words, stop being a bitch and play the game.
Hey, hit with that nitty. Hit out with that bitch ass nigga.
And y'all call me controversial. I'm here. I'm here.
You was about to say something, G?
Yeah, I was gonna say, one of y'all start off, man. I didn't know which one was the toughest platinum you've ever attained.
Oh, damn, we went all the way off to the side.
Oh yeah, y'all went way off.
But let's go. Toughest platinum that I got. See, I ain't never really just hunted for platinums, but I'm gonna say the most enduring platinum that I had was Tekken 6, because I had to play through that whatever that story mode was called. I forgot what the story mode was called on there. It was just long. That's all.
So that was your most difficult one based on time, huh?
It was like an endurance test pretty much. I had to put in a lot of.
Oh no! When I say difficult, I'm talking about difficulty. Getting them trophies was hard. Not because of time, but because of the difficulty.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you wanted me to say what I think would be one of the craziest ones to try and get, That's a whole different story. But as far as me, my personal experience.
Okay, yeah, you personally, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
So Tekken 6?
I'm going to say, yeah, they're taking 6 trophy.
I can believe it.
Who next?
Mine, I ain't really had no platinum shit. It's only one platinum I got.
Well, what is it?
Is it
It's
Tekken?
No, it ain't Tekken. I didn't get a platinum in Tekken. It's a game called Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage.
Oh my god. Nah, you crazy on that one.
PS3.
I bet you was going for it too, huh?
Hell no, I wasn't finna go for it. Anytime I see
it wasn't even that hard. You just had to play the damn modes.
all the mini games.
Yeah. Mode, story mode, like fully complete the story mode, get all the skills, which wasn't that hard in the first place. But
fill in all those dots.
Yeah, and there was a mode on there called the Dream Mode, which is just like what if scenarios, and you had to do that with every character, and it wasn't really like that many characters. I think it was maybe I'd say probably. Let's see, you had Kenshiro, then you had Ray, then you had the girl, then you had both the Kenshiro's brothers.
You was playing with them in that mode?
Yeah, you had to play with them. And they all had their own little separate story with it.
I must have stopped playing
early. It was like 7. Yeah, it was like 7 characters.
I stopped playing way too early.
It's not Lost Paradise. Not what you think.
Oh, never mind. My bad. Oops. Never mind.
Yeah, this is Ken's Rage on PS3.
Is it like Dynasty Warriors?
It's exactly like Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, that changes everything. I thought you did
it. That was the like an easy platinum. It just took a while.
Oh yeah, that changed everything. See, I thought you was talking about the Paradise one.
No. But it's like I was so hooked on the damn game that it was like I didn't even notice, and I was like, "Oh shit, I just got a platinum." Hey, all right, cool. Still kept playing it. I went back to playing it. Yeah, that was it. Shit. I wouldn't even say that was hard.
Yeah, that wasn't. Probably because we not like super hardcore trophy hunters. That shit probably would be crazier if we was like.
That's my only one.
I would lose my mind.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Smooth. What else we got?
Okay. That sounds pretty nice. Now, hold on now.
Did you say yours?
No, that's what I was like, hold on.
I've been hearing Resident Evil in my head. I must be tripping. I must be hallucinating.
Yeah. So, y'all remember Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, right?
You did not.
Gears of War?
Listen.
You did not.
Yes.
No, you did not.
That one is my toughest. Now, before that one, it was the OG one. That shit was tough. But that Mr. Death Platinum on Operation Raccoon City, insane.
Wow.
Operation Raccoon City is a hunk squad, right?
Something like that. A squad that he was
or a subsidiary
mentoring.
of. Yeah.
Now, see, all the trophies wasn't that difficult because I actually enjoyed the game. But there's this one that seems like damn near impossible, especially right now. It's pretty much called Fallen Idols. It's a silver trophy. It was the last one I had to get. At 1:12 in the morning, let me see if I got this right. It says on April 4th, 2012, at 1:12 in the morning. I remember this because my brother was watching me play this online, multiplayer. It's this mode where you play as heroes and villains. You know, the heroes is Leon, Claire, some other guys. And then the villains was pretty much Hunk, Ada, Nikolai, I believe, and somebody else. So that specific trophy, you have to eliminate 4 heroes on the other team, all 4 of them, by yourself, in one sitting, in one game.
Kill streak.
I think I was using Ada because she had some perks about her, or she had, I don't know if it was Ada or if it was Hunk. But I had the shotgun, and when I tell you, I must have got on the game at the right time. This is multiplayer mode, mind you. There's other people playing as the heroes.
Versus.
So pretty much like versus on Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
And you got to kill 4 heroes on the other team in one game. I lost my voice when I got that trophy. Me and my brother got hyped when I got it because the platinum popped up right behind it. I lost my voice for about 5 hours because the top of my lungs. You know how hard it is to get that? Probably don't, but it is so difficult to get that motherfucker.
Pump action shotgun or semi-automatic?
Pump action. Pump action. Pump action. Semi-automatic. Is that like the jailbreaker? That's the semi-automatic, right? Or straight? I'm trying to remember which one does what.
The jailbreaker, I think, has.
Is the jailbreaker a spaz?
That's the one with the barrel on it.
Oh, almost a striker? Almost?
Yeah.
So it was
the other one.
Because I thought pump action and semi-auto was the same thing when it came to a shotty.
Nah, man.
Whichever one shoots in crazy fast, that's what I'm trying to remember. That's the shotgun that I had.
That's semi.
Okay, so it was a semi that I had with Ada, and I ran up on all 4 of them.
It can shoot as fast as you can pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So that's what I was using. Dropped all 4 of them on the other team. Lost my voice. That was the toughest one. That was called Mr. Death.
Yeah, that is cheating.
That is not cheating.
When
you gotta kill, that's pretty much a 4v1.
But you know, like what year was this? It's like early
2012.
Yeah,
2012. This was right after high school.
Early 10s. This is, you know, if you got a semi-automatic, that's crowd control right there.
Yeah.
That's what it's made
I don't know
for.
if the characters came with those weapons or you had to find them in the game. I think they came with them. And then the character came with a certain perk. So yeah.
That's what it's made for, man. That's exactly what it's made for. I think what happens is, like me, why I'm not like such a crazy trophy hunter, is because all you unlock is that little chime and that percentage go up on your profile. I don't know if the percentage is supposed to mean, yeah, I got all of these games and I got through all of them. I don't know, but it ain't enough for me.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah, it ain't enough for me. I don't know. But G, is you a trophy hunter? I never did really
it looked like it, don't it? It looked like it, but I'm not.
Like
I'm not. I promise you I'm not. If you look at the platinums that I got the trophy, like if you look at the platinums that I got, the games that I got the platinums on, you'll see that these are games that I love. Because if I was a trophy hunter, I'd be like these profiles that got over 100 and something platinums. No.
Yeah, they'd be like, hey, buy that $2.99 game. It's an easy platinum.
Exactly. I ain't no trophy hunter like that.
Got you.
Like Assassin's Creed 2, when I realized there was platinums on that one, I was like, yeah, I got to go for it. Because I already beat the game, but then I saw the trophy. I'm like, okay, you can do this and do that. I just did it to challenge myself. To see if I can do it. I'm not doing it for clout. Just seeing if I can do it.
Yeah, I don't see myself becoming a trophy hunter anytime soon. If I get right there, then yeah. Because I think on the first Spider-Man, on that Spider-Man, what is it, 2018? I think I only need like one more trophy to get a platinum, and I'm pretty sure if I don't have a platinum on that God of War 18, that it's only one more trophy needed. I'm like right there on those, but I don't care to go back for them. Oh, and I think on The Witcher 3, I'm right there too. But I made a choice in the story, and if I wanted, I have to go back through the story to a certain point, and I'm not finna go through The Witcher 3 right now. Again.
Exactly.
I'm not finna go through.
That's the wrong game to just start over in.
Yeah, because I was like, damn, it was a whole nother choice in the story that I could have made. But yeah, that's for the people. That's for the obsessed ones, bro. The trophies,
trophies like that, nah, boy, damn.
Yeah, low key, Resident Evil 5 is probably one of the easiest platinums because I got the plat without even trying. Like you said, when you down to like 1 or 2 trophies left, that's where I was at. I'm like, damn, I only need 2 more.
What'd you do?
And there was some simple shit. Like I think the last 2, like one of them, I had to shoot all those them emblems to unlock all the costumes. That was one of them.
Collectibles.
And then the other one was collecting all the figurines.
That figurine sound like a YouTube video was needed.
Now, you know that one that everybody was having a hard time getting was when what they call Magini, when it jumps down and you gotta, I guess, shoot them with a perfect headshot while they falling. I got that by accident.
And I got that shit on the first run. That
Right.
shit was not
On the
hard.
first stage. I'm like, how's that hard?
Accident, because when you shoot them in the air, they still fall like they fall off the ground.
Yeah.
I think when you start messing with the tribe, like the ones in the islands and stuff, it's like one area where you remember where the alligator is, the giant gator.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Where you gotta dodge that thing on the raft.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that area. You get like 5 or 6 chances to do it on that area because they jump across that giant gap, and it's the perfect time for a shotgun.
Right.
Just a shotgun him right in the head as soon as he jumps.
I remember that place vividly. I remember it very vividly. Mm-hmm.
I think I had the second shotgun at the time. Blew his fucking head off. First jump. First dude that jump. Bah!
It's
Out of there.
especially easy with all that spread on the shotgun. Especially.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of
Man, I had problems.
speaking of Resident Evil, what'd you say, Dover?
Man, I had a problem with that one.
No. The average gamer had a problem with that one.
The average person, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
The
Right?
average person that probably don't got that aim up like that. Yeah.
And there was one where you got to deflect the bow gun arrow with your knife. Accidental.
Accident.
Because I was cutting a Magini in front of me, but then there was one from a distance, and I must have did it perfectly.
That one took a while for me, though.
Like
I was actually trying. I was actually trying to do it. That's probably
I'm telling you, these are accidental.
Whenever you try, that's when the shit ain't gonna happen.
I was actually trying
that's when it's damn near impossible.
It ain't gonna happen. Like parrying on Street Fighter, where you trying to parry, you like shit, but where you just accidentally tap and like, oh, I got it. But shit, speaking of Resident Evil, we can hop on to what G put on the list. When what'd you say, G, about the what if scenarios for final transformation bosses in these games?
Oh yeah, so this is pretty much what I mean. Basically, if the shit went left instead of right. So you know how on RE5, Sheva and Chris get them double rocket launchers, shoot Wesker's head off.
In the eyeballs.
Well, headshot, if anybody caught them little milliseconds. What if Wesker was to have won that fight? What would be next? What would he do? Like, dog, you already mutated fullest of the fullest. You can't go back to being a human.
That's it.
He definitely gonna need to get some new clothes.
But how? Like when a final boss reaches its final transformation, and what if they just win? What's next? What you gonna do?
It's so hilarious.
New world order for that nigga.
Do you think Wesker could put his skin back on after doing the tentacle Ouroboros shit?
Nope. Because Ouroboros had him control. Almost at that point.
All that shit, nah, he was done.
Bruh, like you could say the same shit about Salazar on Resident Evil 4 whenever he transforms.
Thank you. When he goes into that plant and is pretty much stuck to the castle.
Bruh.
What's next?
I think get to a certain point, it's over. Like,
Or they get
ain't no going back.
So low key, when they do this, they be like, "Well, I know I'm gonna die. Let me go ahead and fully transform real quick."
Right.
Yep.
Okay, when I said stuck to the castle, I was talking about the OG RE4, not the new one.
Ooh.
Because I think on this new one he floats around.
Hey,
That shit was pissing me off, but I got him.
Yeah, he was mobile. He was mobile on this one. He was mobile.
Yeah.
And y'all did spot that. They didn't have you getting chased by that big ass stone like machine shit that he had. But
the
the
I'm
machine,
so glad they cut that out.
the machine still show up and it spit
Yeah,
fire
it was
in
still
that
a
tower.
cameo. It was a cameo.
It didn't
Yeah,
chase you though. I was so glad they cut that out. I did not like
Yeah, that shit was annoying.
yeah. They say the developers said they didn't want to have too many context, like quick time events, because that was the wave back then. Shout out to Shenmue for starting all that. Shout out to Shenmue. But yeah, damn. What was? Oh yeah, my idea was I don't know why this shit just popped up in my head. Probably because when they fight that big ass roach at the end of the movie, but on Men in Black, How it's pretty much a final boss at the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If they made a Men in Black game, y'all think that shit would go hard? Like if I can't even imagine what the style would be. I don't know if it would be an open world where you hunt down.
Current?
Yeah,
or overall, because they did make one.
I'm pretty sure it was a flop.
Yeah, I think it was a flop. I think they already went with that idea.
I think it was a flop.
Because I had it. And that shit was not good. That shit was not good.
Was it disrespectful? It sounded like it was disrespectful.
Bro, I don't even
Cash
understand
grab.
the whole premise of it.
I'm going to say cash grab.
Probably.
Okay. Was it better than Superman 64?
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. It's the same shit.
Games better than that, man.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you pointed to the bottom of the barrel and said, "Is it better?" Than
Got to. That's probably one of the worst games. I'm sure Watch Mojo got a. I know they do.
Y'all remember when Bad Boys had a game?
Played it. Yeah.
Bad Boys had a game? Oh my goodness.
Didn't finish it.
You said you played it, though.
Yeah, I played it. I didn't finish.
Oh no.
Bro, you can put that shit.
Yeah.
You can put that shit. Bro, you can put that shit in the same realm of Bad Boys 2 and 25.
Hell no.
That's it.
Yep.
That Bad Boys game, I watched I think I watched a review of it on XPlay. Shout out to y'all. And they was talking about the voices and shit. That shit was fucking hilarious. That shit was hilarious.
Bad, man.
We give it a 2 out of 5.
And shout out to that one game with all the celebrities in it, like with Chuck Norris and them and all that shit. We called flops. We called flops when we seen that at the Game Awards.
Flopalopagus.
Y'all need to stop doing using the celebrities as bait, man. Y'all gotta relax, man.
Celebrity cash grab.
The game gotta be solid first, then you bring the celebrities in.
Niggas still gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, if y'all trying to get just the fans of them that ain't the fans of the game, it's gonna be pretty short lived, but if you want that shit to last long, y'all tighten y'all mechanics up, man. Y'all tighten y'all mechanics up. Oh yeah, they talking about a PS6 already. How soon do y'all think?
Please, man. Next like 5 years.
Y'all about to say they need to span that out a little bit longer.
I think they
span it out.
Yeah, I think they looking at a 2027. I think that's what they looking at.
2027.
Yeah, after 2027.
I think that's what they looking at. They say that one of the big motives for it is because I don't know if y'all know, but it's like some type of dispute happening because Microsoft basically want to have Call of Duty as an exclusive on their platform within the next 10 years, I think. And the thing
Wasn't that the director?
You said what?
Was that the director of Sony or somebody said if we let that happen, destroy the whole movement, the exclusive movement for PlayStation? That would kill everything from
they making it sound like that because, you know, basically all Sony had to do was just host Call of Duty and then make money off of it. It sounds like they scared to put some competition in the mix. I like it when developers compete with each other. Like when you got developers competing with each other, they make sure that their games is right. You know what I mean? Because as we see whenever we play Warzone, sometimes them footsteps don't come in when they supposed to.
Footsteps don't be footstepping, dog.
If they had some competition on the scene, you can't be doing no shit like that. But you know, Call of Duty is such a monopoly right now that they could fuck up for years.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody can't do shit about it. But I think, me personally, I wanted to get back to where we seeing like something new, something original, something that cares more Like something that cares about more than releasing skins on a daily basis. Skins that don't. I'm gonna say skins that don't even fucking matter. Like I ain't been moved to buy shit from the store ever since I seen John McClane and Rambo, and that was damn near what 2-3 years ago. Nothing in the store has made me like want to like even like flinch. I was like, man, I don't even care about the shit you unlock in the battle pass. I don't care about none of that shit.
Put that
the
John
shit
Wick skin
dumb
on
anyway because it's fucking first person.
You
So
ain't
the shit
finna
really
see
don't matter.
shit
You ain't even
until
gonna
you
see
get
it.
smoked.
I know. Bro, like I was saying, bro, with all
Don't see
these
it. You die
skins and
about
operators they
playing
got in the game, why can't you actually use what's on what's on their body? Like if this thing got an arsenal
You talking about?
of grenades and shit, why isn't that
Somebody-
useful on the body? I get tired of cosmetic shit.
Come
Innovative.
on, man. Come on, man. You.
That's
Hold
useful
on.
though.
You
For
looking
real,
at,
that's useful.
You looking at the wrong
You
game.
too innovative.
Nah,
Too
You looking at the
innovative.
wrong game. Like,
Bro, you telling me if whoever you use most of the time can take a fucking machete out their backside and use that bitch as a secondary?
see,
Come on now.
now I do love it in games where like it's purely cosmetic when it comes to Call of Duty. You run around, you got your fist, you got your gun, you know what it is. But I
That's
do
it.
love it. I do love it when games have it where whatever you have equipped, you still have it on you. Like even like if you go back to Uncharted where you got one hip holster and one back holster, whatever you have equipped, you gonna see it on you. Even like the special items that you have, and like even on Metal Gear, what is that? On Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain, on that you got where everything you have equipped, you can have a gun like on the side of your hip, on the front of you. Like you see your grenades and stuff equipped on you. I love it when you can see that aesthetic on your character. But whenever it's cosmetic, you know, they just want people to look a certain way.
But I think that would enhance the gameplay too, because it's like if you got a crew.
I mean, you
They
can
got certain
see
niggas with, like-
can see your two guns that's equipped on you. I mean, that's about as close as you're gonna get. Like you can see, like if you got a pistol, they put it in their side holster, and if they got whatever strapped around their back. But you talking about like when somebody walk around with like 5 grenades on their chest.
I'm talking about even the use of the body armor that you got on. If I literally have a war helmet, that should give me an extra boost of life. If I get shot in the head, it shows I have an armor plate on.
This community too toxic for all that, man. You gonna see everybody running around with the super armor on. That shit gonna give them like an automatic 7 plates of armor. That's the only.
Stupid.
That's the only thing I can think of with that, man. That's the only thing I can think of with that. Let's see.
They gotta start doing something, man.
Get out of hand.
I guess the last topic on the list. Are we about to get ready to RIP GameStop within a few years?
That
Yes.
shit should have been dead. In 2015.
Oh, man. I don't know.
2015, 2016. That shit should have been gone by then.
When I'm out in the world, I'll still hit them.
Hey, what, dog? I ain't finna be going to like Walmart or Best Buy to buy my shit. Dog. And I'm damn sure not finna go through Amazon to get my stuff.
Hey, do you do that for the return policy, though, or you just do it because you dedicated to
Yes.
the GS?
No, like I trade my shit in. That's how I keep getting these new games
Yeah.
at like a reduced
okay.
price. Like when I know I'm not gonna play it no more, I'm trading this some bitch in.
Take the chunk off.
It's something new.
Man, they finna come out with something else in a couple of years.
I'm
where
like,
you ain't-
man, this
you ain't gotta utilize
it's gonna be bad for me, man.
Like, these days,
Like just recently, Resident Evil 4 paid that mug off with a bunch of trade-ins. Only cost me like I think maybe $15 out of my pocket.
I knew he was gonna say 15.
Like, shit.
I knew it.
I used to do that.
15,
I used to do that with
like that.
GameStop.
15 and some change right out of my pocket. I'm like, that's it, bet, cool. See you on release date.
or Or was there any?
But I never understood it.
I was about to say, was there any of those games, Dover, that you put hours into that you traded in?
And I'm paying. That's it.
How much they
You
give
already
you for
know
that?
that story. You know that story already.
How much they gave you for Phantom Pain, man?
Phantom Pain was like $5. The game came out in 2016 or 2015.
Yeah.
The game was like $5, and it was a
They
PS4 game.
really depreciate games at GameStop. I don't understand is. I buy the game
Like
at used price for $49.99. I bring the same game I just bought. They gonna tell me $15.
Like, I turned that in.
Yep.
I turned Spider-Man in. I turned Judgment in, and something else I can't remember.
That should be $120.
I turned Yakuza 6 in.
Shout out to Dover for really out here doing that physical copy life. That's that physical copy life right there. Physical copy life.
I know I'm not gonna play that shit no more. I'm done with it. So
He said it was a trade well earned.
Shit. I haven't traded
people
in.
be like they get too prideful with the shit. Be like, man, you only giving me $10 for this shit? I'm out of here.
That's me.
He said, "That's me."
That's me. I'm sorry.
He said,
That's
Don't
me.
play it no more. What?
He said, "That's me."
I look at these niggas with disgust when they tell me the price.
Did
Did you buy it brand
The
new?
system you bought it for is broke, dog.
You bought it brand new?
You telling me Spider-Man Miles Morales ain't gonna about a good 40?
50 cent.
You mean to tell me this shit is $2.99? Fresh in the case?
Man, my Spider-Man was $20.
Fresh in the case, but you're
That one
selling
was
it
like
for $69.99. Man, niggas get stole come studying in the game. Stop fucking with me. On the
You know, they was going hard with the GameStop memes where everybody, they selling their whole gaming catalog and they be like, the best I can give you is $10. You selling the Super Nintendo,
Boxes.
N64, PlayStation
Boxes
games for
of games.
each console, and they like, the best we can give you is $10.
Boxes of games.
You mean my shit only costs a penny?
I'm gonna tell.
A penny per item?
Now I'm gonna tell y'all. I was on an adventure one day. I tried to hustle games for a week, where I tried to sell games online, and I was buying games whenever I sold games. It started with that Doom 2016. It started with Doom 2016. I sold it. I snatched up about $35, better than the $2 from GameStop that they was gonna give me. So I put it up. I put it up. I got my $35. I was finna go buy something else. I seen, somebody got this for $40. I want to say it might have been Final Fantasy 16 if I'm not mistaken. But I pull up.
Game, man, I'll check.
I was gonna be quiet about that, but yeah, it ain't.
What
came out
the
yet.
fuck was it then? When did Kingdom Hearts 3 drop?
slide.
When did KH3
He
drop?
can't let it slide.
They Kingdom Hearts 3 was 2018, I think.
I can't even remember what it was, but I was about to buy something in the parking lot. Dude pulled up. I said, "You got the game?" He said, "You got the money?" I said, "Yeah, don't worry about all that." I said, "Where the game at?" This dude pulls a disc out. No case. Not even.
I don't trust you.
Not even any rap.
No, sir.
And that was the end of my game hustling business right there.
No, sir.
I said, "No, I can't do this shit, man. This shit, just like how Michael Blackson was on Next Friday, man. Man, did you chew on this shit, man? What the fuck, man? Motherfucker had marks and shit all up in it. It was, what's the word called that start with a V? The shit was vandalized, man. The shit was vandalized when I seen it, man. But
I was thinking of something vulgar than that, man. But yeah.
Bro, the part where you fucked up at was you met the nigga. Like it was a drug transaction.
hey, this how it was when I first, meet up in the parking lot at Walmart or something like that. I wasn't finna have some shit where you pull up at the house. I wasn't finna go to wherever they house was. I was like, hey, we at this Walmart right here. Hey, we at this gas station right here. Boom, boom, boom. But
Definitely got to be in public view.
it's almost like a drug transaction, except you trying to be safe. That's all. You know, the drug
Yeah,
shit.
I would have walked that nigga in the GameStop. I would have walked that nigga in the GameStop.
You taking it to the extreme.
They would have walked in there with me.
You might mess around and be violating GameStop policy or something. No trading games
Right.
on the
Damn.
premises without us getting
Nigga,
a cut.
They gonna think y'all stealing.
I'll make the sale in front of them.
Ooh.
I'll make the sale in front of them. I was like, hey, you see the transaction right here? See, this is how you do business. How much you want for it? 35. The niggas offer me 15.
I would not do that.
Hey, did any of y'all ever want to work at GameStop back in the day?
Low key, I applied for them. And, yeah, let's just say, I didn't know I had the job because they didn't send me no info.
Yeah.
Because I knew the dude that I knew the GM. Yeah, not the warehouse, the store, like in the store.
Yeah, the store, man.
Interacting with customers. Yeah, I knew the GM. Well, not GM. Yeah. I knew the manager at one of them. And he pretty much gave me an interview. Was like, you got the job. You just got to go through the whole protocol. I was like, okay. I'm thinking just like any other job, they going to send me an email about some shit. I go back 2 months later. Mind you, I already had it. I go back 2 months later. He like, man, where were you this whole me? He's like, man, we was waiting for you to come through. I was like, how do I know that I got the job, though? Y'all didn't tell me. That was bad on their side. That was bad on their end.
Doug, are you happy that you didn't get the job?
I'm so glad that I didn't get that job.
You be regretting.
No, I'm so glad I didn't get that job.
I went to a job. Go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
My thing is, it's like, I like games and all that, but at its core, it's still customer service. And I ain't doing that shit.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Because I went to a job fair and I got to thinking to myself, you ain't finna be playing this shit all day.
No.
You finna be up in here.
Just gonna be staring at the shit on the shelf. That's it.
You finna see the same 5 trailers that show up on that TV screen all day.
Right.
You about to see the same demos that you can play on that Xbox and that PlayStation, that Nintendo over there. 24/7.
And in my real world job, I got to see what's in that back room. It ain't that much room.
It really ain't. Oh my gosh, ain't nothing back there. Look like a messy. Well, let me hush.
Shout out to Games.
Let me not dry snitch.
Shout out to Games.
That shit
Let me not dry snitch.
Shout out to GameStop, man. Y'all got anything else? Anything else? Think we ready?
I just got my quote and that's it.
Ooh. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Quote of the day, my friends. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. I'm sure you know who said that.
Is that? No, I don't think so.
The legendary Bruce Lee.
I was thinking that. I was going to say Jackie Chan, dog.
Close. Close. He is a martial artist, but Bruce Lee.
I was like, some martial artist said that. Legend, Bruce Lee.
Yes.
That'll work. I play on hard mode.
Huh? Whoa.
I was just saying, man. I was just trying to correlate with the quote, man. Man. I play on hard mode on some games, man.
Just saying you play on hard difficulty.
Come on, man.
Alright, something else. Message to the kids. Hey, do push-ups during your load screens, man. You'll thank me later.
OD8. OD8.
If you don't do your push-ups.
Spinal.
This is the Shut My Door podcast. Y'all be safe, though. Hey.
Yeah.